Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back. We're doing another VOD review from Reddit. This time they said they picked up Hulk on a whim, and they said they think they did fairly well. They were bad at first, but they clutched up in the end. They said, can any fellow Hulk mains give me some pointers? I decided I will be maining Hulk. Alright. So, being a Celestial One Peak main Hulk, almost eternity, let's just VOD review and see what we can learn. Alright, first of all, who's your team? You got Strange, you got Rocket and Cloak, you got Scarlet and Squirrel on your team. So you have not great long range healing, but decent if you jump back. You have the Res Beacon, so that's good. Keep that in mind. Okay, I know somebody else already pointed this out on Reddit, but I'll say it here too. Always be charging your jump. You should always see that arrow, because you never know when you're going to need it. Okay. And something else somebody already pointed out is you don't want to be out in the open as Hulk. And this is kind of a general tip for pretty much anybody who's playing Marvel Rivals. So you're out here, you want to be like, you want to hug a wall. You want to be right next to cover. And then when you jumped in right in between all the cover. If you jump in here, then you can get some hits and you take half the amount of damage, or even less sometimes. Because then these people have to turn. So definitely you want to not be out in the open. You want to take as little damage as possible. Okay. Here you jump in, you have full health. Okay, use bubble, 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 no bubble, okay. Alright, so this goes to knowing your abilities. Okay, you got rezzed. So, with Hulk, you really gotta know, with any character in this game, I made a couple of VOD reviews about this, but you really have to know your abilities. And I don't just mean, you know, press F1 and then it pops up and it tells you, you know, oh, bubble, you get a shield. There's a lot of hidden abilities and different ways to use each one of your buttons, essentially, each one of your abilities. And so I would, you know, after this, I'll just make a full one. I've already done it for Angela. I've done it for the Thing. I'll do one for Hulk. So you can check that out if you want. There's also several other guides of what all your abilities do and their secret abilities and how you want to use them. And so I would say before you even start trying to do competitive, I would just really start to learn your character first. Then once you know your character, then you can take it into competitive and practice actually applying that. Okay, you got an Angela on you. Okay, you're trying to bubble your team. I like that. Good exile. Try to stick on her. Okay, you're down one. Alright, so let's see. Let me write some stuff down. So we already have number one, know your abilities. And then we'll work on that. It's a lot to learn. I'm not gonna overwhelm you with things because we'll never move on. So know your abilities. Okay, and number two so far, positioning. You know, use cover. Hulk has a huge hitbox, and so you really need to maximize the cover that you use, or else you will just be a punching bag. Okay, good job. Okay, so that goes into knowing your abilities. I think somebody else already pointed that out on Reddit. You can use your little smoke grenade on yourself to get ult charge. What rank is this? You know, let's see. They actually didn't say what rank it was, but if I had to guess, I would say probably like gold. That'd also be fun. I'd like to know, I want to do, guess the elo for Marvel Rivals. I think that'd be really fun. Okay, use your bubble. There you go. Okay, get out. Yeah, definitely just use cover. Like, it would go so far if you just stick by the walls. Like, you don't really know how much until you watch. Like, if you watch any high-tier players, they take so little damage. Okay. Alright, you picked... Great, great. You're picking them, sticking on them. Okay, kind of lost them. That happens. Okay, you're lost. You're lost. Find somebody. Find somebody. Oh no. Find him. Alright, that's fine. So, this is something else I say a lot, but if you're in a team fight, it can be really confusing on like who you should hit in target priority. The best thing you can do, especially at low ranks, is just pick somebody. It doesn't matter if it's the wrong choice, like if you're punching up on a tank and you should be hitting a support, as long as you're actually hitting somebody. So right now, you're kind of trying to follow the witch. She's gone. At this point, it's like, okay, she's gone. Let it go. Turn around and start hitting somebody else. And then later, once you're more accustomed to how team fights go, then you can mix in target priority and be like, okay, well, I know I can... Anybody who's low health comes first, and then... Oh. Get out. Get out. Oh, you gotta get out. Oh, okay. That's one way to do it. Oh, exile. Exile! That'll work. Alright, fair enough. That's one way to do it. Alright, so I'll just throw this. This kind of goes into our first point of knowing your abilities. Hulk ult is... the way you use Hulk ult is by knowing your combos. Hulk ult combos. Yeah, so you can... I would say the primary best way to use it, especially in low tiers, is just knowing your combos and using it in crazy offensively in order to either pick up a kill or force out support ults. You can use it later on for like area denial, for pushing people back, for momentum, for, you know, soaking up damage, but that I feel like that's way more complicated right now. Okay, where are you positioning? You're out in the open here. Just walk back. Okay. Jump! Jump! And the best thing about Hulk, one of his best abilities is just his jump. So like, you be mobile, constantly be jumping. And not just like a jump, I mean like the charge jump where you're going crazy fast. So if you watch Monster, M-O-N-Z-T-E-R, he does this jump when he's hitting people, and it's like the shortest long jump you can do. Oh, exile? Bubble? Bubble, 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 bubble. Oh. But he does this short charge jump where like you kind of walk backwards. So like if I'm hitting this rocket, I'm kind of walking backwards a little, and then I'll jump over to the other side, walk over, hit him a little, jump over to the other side, and it makes you really hard to hit while you're still getting damage. It's really high level, really good stuff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Use your smoke? Okay, that's it. Okay, Angela's up. You have rocket ult. Rocket ult just ended. Now you're trying to get out. I like that. Oh, pick up a kill. Get out. Yep. Good instinct to get out. Just a little slow. Not bad. Not bad. Definitely, like, you should have gotten out sooner, but I feel like you realized that at the last second. So, yeah, just count. Make sure you know how many of your teammates are alive and how many of their teammates are alive. And if you're outnumbered, you know, don't make it worse. Don't take the fight. You don't have to. Okay, good recognition. You're not even going to bother with that. Okay, now let's look at their team. We haven't really done this yet. So, let's see. So they have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 counters, like straight up counters to Hulk right here. And you could say the other 2 are like soft counters. So you got to be really careful here as Hulk and understand the strengths of your character as well as the weaknesses, and see like why those characters counter Hulk and how to get around it. So things that you have to look out for. You have your ult right now. Does Jeff have their ult? Because high level Jeffs, they will save their ult for your ult every time. You'll ult, they'll swallow you, they'll throw you off the map, or they'll take you out of it every single time, and it'll just be a waste. So keep an eye out for that. Angela can spear you and push you out of the way and ruin your ult as well. Strange can be annoying, but not terrible. Invis can push you away and make things really difficult. So keep in mind what the other team has. Are you gonna go for it? You gonna ult? Okay, now you're up 3. Now don't ult. Okay, good job. Okay. This map's hard, so let's see how you deal with the map. How's your map knowledge? Okay, you're playing in the right spot. Not bad. This goes back to earlier to what I was talking about with Hulk's jump. You cannot play here. Here is okay, but you're not supposed to be on point. That's not your job. As Hulk, you need to be taking space. If you don't really know what space is, the quickest thing I can say is space is anywhere that your team can walk unobstructed. So can your support stand here right now? No, they'll just get hit by Thing and Jeff, and they'll get picked up by Angela here. So this is not your space. Can your supports walk up here by themselves? For a little bit, yes. But the second they turn that corner, no. So in order to maximize your space for your team as Hulk, you can jump all the way up here. You can be standing way up here. And you can just start taking the fight. Because now, even if all 3 of these characters turn the corner and they're right here, your supports can still walk up and take that space. Whereas right now, which I'm assuming is going to happen, and maybe it doesn't, but hey, there you go. Good job. That's perfect. But at the same time, you got to understand where the enemy team is and what space is necessary. So it's great that you're attacking up here, but you're in overtime and your teammates are on point. So if you did that earlier, I would have been happy, right? So back here, if right here, instead of you being down there, then you're up here, I think it's a much better position, because then you can adjust and you can say, all right, I'm right here, I see Thing walk right past me, I see Jeff walk right past me, and so they have 3 people pushing. I can still kind of take a fight. Okay, now the 4 people have pushed. Now I'm gonna pull back. But because you were a little late, you didn't see any of that. And so now you have 5 people behind you. And that's really just not a good situation. Also, watch your target priority. You're kind of fighting another tank in the back line. It's not really the best use of your time. You're not really going to kill him much. And if you do, it's going to take a while. You're not going to gain as much. It seems to work out. Okay, hold up. What happened? Hang on. Hang on. What happened to Strange? Oh, he got ulted. Okay, I see. He got Jeff ulted. I thought he just walked off. Goofy. Okay. shield, bubble, bubble, bubble. Use your bubble. Use your bubble. Use your bubble. No. There you go. All right, that's all right. We're learning. This is your first competitive game as Hulk. Of course. Of course you're not gonna. That's fine. Okay, that's a much better bubble. All right, what are you thinking here? Right now, I'm like, okay. They used Jeff ult last fight, so they probably don't have it. Our invis ulted and their invis ulted. And did their invis already push you back? And did their Jeff use any bubbles? So there's this way of thinking where you kind of pay attention to what the enemy uses that can counter it. Okay, so she ults. Right now I'm thinking, okay, if I can ult, I can push her out of her ult. If not, if I don't feel confident, then I can wait and then use. So I think you're doing a fine job here. Use your bubble. Use your bubble. Okay, just goes for ult. Yeah, you gotta still be jumping, even in ult. Jump. You take so much unnecessary damage from not jumping. Okay, your bubble can save your teammates from getting swallowed by Jeff. Bubble? There you go. Good job. Great job. Perfect. I'm glad you know that. Okay. Go use cover. Stand on the side. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. This is all fine. I have no problems with this. Good job. Alright. Now, that was attack. Let's see how you do on defense. Defense, especially on this point, is pretty tough. Okay. Risky. I don't like this. This is not good. Oh, no. You're staying. Oh, you're staying. Oh, no. Okay. So, I mean, you probably already know this because you tried it. Hulk just can't survive doing something like that. Especially against their team. They have Invis can pull you back. Thor can push you back in. Their Scarlet can stun you. Reed can cancel your jump. Jeff can cancel your jump for like 6 to 8 seconds. Thing can cancel your jump. So this is just not what you want to be doing. Which now you know you already got hit. So instead what I would do, instead of staying down there, this is what I do a lot, is I will stand right here, basically staring at their spawn door, and I'll have my jump fully charged, and I'll use my clap, his forward projectile. I'll use that the second the gates go down to try to hit like 3 or 4 people to get a couple % of your ult, and then you jump out. You jump out instantly. And then you fall back to the next corner. And you don't take damage, don't take damage, don't take damage, and then you have your clap up again. Then by that time, they're probably like down the stairs. You do the exact same thing. You clap them, you get another 3-4% for your ult, and then you jump out again. So this also brings up the next thing is soft dives versus hard dives. And if you already know this, I'm sorry, but for the people who don't know, you have a soft dive or a hard dive. What you went for here was a hard dive. Now a hard dive is where you use your abilities and you stay in for a long time in order to secure a kill. A soft dive is where you jump in, get a couple hits, and bounce, and that's it. So right here, like if this was a soft dive, you'd be charging up your jump right now, and you'd have your bubble, and you'd be jumping out the second the jump is ready. But you stay in, you're not charging your jump, so this is a hard dive, and this is just not the right time for a hard dive. So there's understanding the difference between a soft dive and a hard dive, and then understanding when to use them. For a soft dive, and like that kind of goes down to the purpose. A soft dive, the purpose is to A, test the enemy team to see how they react. So if you jump into the back line for a soft dive and you jump out and you see, hey, I jumped in and nobody peeled for the supports. It was just me versus 1 or 2 supports. That's good information. You don't have to stay there for a long time, and then maybe you can use that later. Or I jumped in for half a second and then 5 people turned on me and I almost died, even though I jumped in and out really quickly. Also valuable information. The second thing is to gain ult charge. So you jump in, get a couple hits, ult charge goes up, jump out. And you have to constantly be doing that because one of Hulk's best ability, essentially, is his ult. So you gotta be... You can't use it if you don't have it. And then the third thing you can use a soft dive for is for getting out enemy cooldowns. So things like Invis Push, Jeff's Bubbles and his Shift, Scarlet Witch's E, or her like Stun, things like Squirrel Girl traps, things like that. If you can jump in and you get them to use their valuable cooldowns and you jump out without you using any cooldowns, that goes such a long way. So definitely use soft dives and then switch to hard dives when the timing's right. Use your bubble. Good job. You're good at that. Good awareness. Okay, pick somebody and stick with them. Pick an enemy. Just pick an enemy. You got it. Okay. So you're not really doing much of anything. I feel like in these team fights you're just getting lost. So here's your purpose as Hulk. Your purpose is not to be a shield. It feels like you're kind of trying to stay by your supports. And that is not Hulk's job. Your supports have to live on their own. Hulk's job is to push people away and either secure kills or get damage. And you want to jump back to your supports. If they need it, give them a bubble and then jump right back in. So be thinking in a team fight, who am I going to hit? That's it. I'm just going to pick somebody on the enemy team, I'm going to stick with him, and I'm just going to hit him. And that you'll get so much more value.
Did I come through the green door?
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Did I come through the green door again?
Okay, use cover. We already know that. So next time you'll... So here, let me give you a good, like... This is what can happen if you use cover. So you jump right here, which is fine, but then you walk out into the open. Now watch what happens, okay? Your health goes down to, like, what? Half. Your health hits half. And because of that, you have to use bubble, okay? So that's one ability that you had to use because instead of positioning here with cover or up here with cover, you jumped in with no cover. And so now you have to use that. Look, now Cloak has used one of her healing abilities and she's jumped down. Watch this from your Cloak's perspective, okay? Check this out. Your Cloak's just healing. She's not taking damage. She's in a decent spot. And now she sees you. You're going in. She goes, oh, I gotta help him. She jumps down, uses her thing, and now she's in danger here. Now, luckily, this is low elo. And she has her ult. So she didn't get punished and everything's fine. But it does force things out of your team. And little decisions like that can, like, really go a long way. Things just get so much easier when you don't make those tiny mistakes. Not just for you, but for the people, for your teammates.
Fantastic!
Okay, I like this. You're getting out. Yep, just pick the thing. Oh, bounce yourself. Okay, wow. Alright, get him. Yeah, good job. Okay. Hold up, what just happened? You missed something. You missed the sound effect. You hear it? Your team just got swallowed by Jeff. And now you know. You're down 3 people. Maybe 4. probably 4. So whenever you are getting back into ult, just keep in mind like what else is going on around you. Don't just run straight back in, because you gotta know the situation before going in. And then even if you're right here, even if you have no idea what's going on with Jeff, right? You can still just count. Okay, you have yourself, and you just saw Strange, and you see 4 enemies, and you see nobody else. So just on that, it's like, all right, 4v2, I'm out. I'm just not going in. But you get trapped, and you probably lose mech form from this. Oh, don't go in. Don't go in. You have no health. What are you doing? Don't do it. Oh, no. No. Okay. That's just what I was talking about. Just count. Just count. It's 1v6. There's no reason to go in. You're not going to do anything. And because you went in, now you guys don't have a res beacon. Oh. Okay, you almost have your ult. Alright, how are you going to use it? Get a kill. You got it. Charge your jump. Charge your jump. Get there. Okay. Alright. Honestly, a lot of what I'm seeing isn't bad. It's just a lack of understanding of like what Hulk does. I think you're doing fine with your basic understanding of Hulk. But now you know, like, okay, I gotta get out. You're also playing against, like I said, like potentially 6 Hulk counters, depending on how you think about it. So, all right, get out. Your team's dead. They got the point. Just get out. Good job. Bubble, get out. Yeah, that's tough. That's why this team counters Hulk. Reed will just pull you right back in. Jeff will keep you from jumping. Yeah, it's tough. I don't envy you playing Hulk into this comp.
Don't let anything stand in your way. There they are.
Alright, I like this. This is good. Okay, that was perfect. So remember earlier I said it's not your job to stand next to your supports? This is what you want to be doing. Because before you were just kind of standing there and there's nobody there. Right now you see, oh man, my invis is low and there's a Thor in her face. So I'm just going to jump in and I'm going to start hitting the Thor. And guess what? Thor has to respect it and he has to get out and your invis survives. That's perfect. That is all you want to do. Now your job is over, so don't just keep, yeah, perfect. Exile? Hey, good stuff. Nice hit. Same. Okay, there's still somebody in your back line. You guys have... Yeah. You guys have somebody in your back line. Okay, alright, here's an important lesson. So, you're sitting here and you're not getting healed. Right? Watch your health. Alright, now watch your health. It stops going up. Right here. Your health is not going up. That's valuable information. That tells you something else is going on in my backline. And it's really important that you use your health bar as a tool in order to understand multiple things. Understand, okay, if my health is not going up, somebody's in my backline. If my health is not going down at all, nobody's shooting at me, I can maybe push a little forward. If my health is going down really fast, I need to use a bubble and get out as fast as possible or ult. So you understand what the health bar is telling you and respect it. And so that's not what happened here. Instead, you didn't listen to the health bar, and your supports, let's go watch what happens to them. They have, let's see, a Thor in their face, and a Strange in the back line. And how did Invis die? Invis is fighting 2-on-1 right here. Now, granted, your support should be like, hey, please peel, do something, or like read in the back line, something like that. But short of that, you can use your health bar to understand that those things are happening. And that's one way. You can also just turn around and look every once in a while, but that's not really as much of an option all the time. So the health bar is one way of like substituting that. All right, so they have 2 minutes. You gotta stall for 2 minutes. You're frontlining, that's fine. Oh, that's unlucky timing. Oh, get out, get out. Jump, jump. Don't get swallowed. Okay, fine. Exile, bubble. Okay, nice. That's awesome that you knew that. You know that in your transformation. Oh, that's great. I'm so happy you know that. Good stuff. Yeah, know your combos. Like I said, I promise I will make a video literally after I'm done recording this to explain all of Hulk's hidden abilities. I promise. Okay, this is fine. Okay, look at your health bar. Look at your health bar. Watch your health bar. Okay, your health bar is not going down. You can walk forward. It's not going down. You can walk forward. Your health bar is going down and it's not going back up. Your supports aren't healing you. They still aren't healing you. Now, I'm not saying they're not doing a good job. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that they can't heal you. You're around the corner already, which is fine, but you just have to understand where that line ends. Cloak is way back here. There's a 0% chance she can heal you here. She has no idea. And the only way that you can know that is if you pay attention to your health bar. So if you're here and I'm like, all right, I'm getting some damage. Okay, my health isn't going up. I'm not pushing any farther than here. Definitely not. And this also comes to understand like different map geometry. So one good practice is like drawing a line. You say, okay, I know if I draw a line here, across to here, if I cross that line, there is no chance at all that my supports will be able to heal me. So I'm not going to cross that line. I'll stay right here. And then maybe these guys are around this corner and you have somebody in your back line. So now that line retreats all the way back to this corner, from here to there. And the way that you draw those lines is by paying attention to all those factors that we already talked about. Using your health bar as a gauge. Understanding what abilities the enemy team has that can shut you down and make it to where you can't jump out. Things like that. So keep that in mind, and then as you're playing, anytime you lose mech form and die like that, you go, okay, there was a line there that I crossed, and next time, I'm not going to go that far in this exact situation. And the only way to do that, unfortunately, is by just playing a ton of games and dying a lot. Oh. Okay, I like this. You're just picking somebody and you're attacking. Good. Got a bubble. Okay, you're kind of getting lost again. It feels like you don't... Yeah. It feels like you don't know who you should be doing, and you're kind of choosing between a bunch and then end up not punching. Just stick with somebody. Okay, keep your bubble. Keep your bubble. Bubble! Good stuff. You're consistent with that. That's awesome. It's hard to do. Oh, stick with her? Nice. Okay, now just punch the thing. Oh, that sucks that you're rocketing. Oh, good exile. Nice stuff. Yeah, anytime you don't lose focus. Okay. Now here's a top level trick. I mean, you could, right now, you could jump over and try to exile the portal. But, yeah, they don't do it anyway. Alright. Okay, not terrible, not terrible. I think, yeah, there's just three things. There's three things that I would say like would really just elevate you, and you could rise through the ranks so fast if you do these three things. Number one, understand all of your abilities.
Final score.
As long as you know your actual abilities and all them in detail, that can go a huge way. Number two, positioning. Stay around corners, and don't be out in the open so much. And then number three is use your health bar as a gauge. Understand that it's a tool that can give you a lot of information of what's going on in your backline, what's going on in their backline, and how you should be moving. If you jump in the middle and you see your health bar is going down, your health bar is telling you, hey, that was a bad position. If you jump in and you're sitting next to a wall and you're getting damage and your health bar is not going down, hey, that's a good position. So yeah, do those three. Like I said, I'm gonna go make a Hulk guide right now. So if you want, you can watch that. Check it out. I really hope this helps you out. And good luck with the grind. So take care, God bless, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.